Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this speech for the that was prepared a couple of weeks ago for the Gonyea annual golf tournament for the Arkman Hudson. Um, if there's one thing that golf and life have really shown us in the past couple of months, if not years, especially during this coronavirus pandemic, it's that sand traps are all around us. That sand traps are things that are there no matter what life we have. Um, but the one thing I've noticed is that with all the sand traps we go through, there are also connections. There are also links, as they were, that can help us during those sand traps of our lives. You might hear advice from other people saying, "Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this," but it's your life, it's your connections, and it's your community that matters. Such is the same way with the Arkman Hudson. Um, I just want to take a quick shout out to recognize the people that made the event possible. I'd like to recognize Kelly Wright, John McHugh, the CEO of the Arkman Hudson, and countless volunteers whom I can't mention, but I'd like to mention one or two. Um, a wonderful friend of mine, Samantha, and a great friend of mine, Jesse Saperstein. Um, Seeing the connections from the past, seeing the links from the past, the present, and the future, it's clear that Roy could see the connection of community and making a difference in his own lives. In the intersection of two things he really liked, that he really loved: his family and golf. And these two things had a unique synergy to them, I imagine, that he could see in his entire community. He could see the connections that his family and golf had that was so similar that he wanted to make sure he could make a difference in the world. And he has. And still does to this day. Even though times have changed, especially and obstacles still are around us, especially with the coronavirus chaos, and sometimes there are times when it feels like our sand traps don't matter, but they do. They can dishearten us, they can make us feel unworthy, unused, or depressed, to be frank about it. But it could also inspire people. It could also inspire you, it could inspire me. The sand traps that we go through in our lives can inspire everyone around us. We just need to know where to look. Such is the way in golf and in life. It doesn't matter who you are. DSPs, fitting since it's DSP week, executives, janitors, but each and every one of us find a way to rise above any challenges that we face, any sand traps that we deal with. That being said, if this year has proven anything for us, we know we can't do it alone. If the last year was any indication, it's not only the same thing for us in the Arkman Hudson, but it's also for every ARC around not only New York State but also around the country. Understand that we want to inspire the world, but we can only do so as much as DSPs can support us. So there's that link there between what we want and what we can do. It's up to the communities to help us in that path, to find our link to a bigger, better, and brighter future. Thank you.